Confidence is a skill without which no person, no matter how skilled or intelligent they are, can be successful, and someone who has confidence, even if they are a little less skilled or intelligent, can still become successful. This is because if a person has the knowledge to do something but does not have the confidence to execute it in real life, then all that wisdom and knowledge is useless. It is the lion's confidence in himself that makes him the king. Let me tell you a story related to confidence. Once, a king from an Arab country attacked a small state in India. That king was extremely cruel and powerful. He had an army of thousands and millions of soldiers, elephants, and horses. That's why defeating him was extremely difficult. When the Indian king found out that he was about to be attacked, he called a meeting with his ministers and asked them what they should do now. The king's commander said, "Your Majesty, that sultan has an army 10 times larger than ours. We cannot win this war, and knowingly sending our soldiers to their deaths would be foolish. Therefore, we should surrender right from the start." The king replied, "Absolutely not. To surrender without a fight is cowardice. We will definitely fight no matter whether we win or lose." Saying this, the king expelled that commander from his kingdom. He then called a meeting of his ministers and asked if any of them had a way for them to win this war. One of the ministers said, "Your Majesty, I know a sage. Whenever I have a problem, I always seek help from that sage. He will definitely help you as well." Saying this, the minister and the king both went to the sage and told him everything. The sage said, "You did the right thing by expelling the commander from the kingdom. Someone who gives up before even fighting has no hope of winning. I will help you, but you will have to make me the commander." The king thought for a moment and felt that since they had to fight anyway, they might as well try this too. Now the sage set out to fight, leading the king's army. When they were just about to reach the Arab sultan's army, the sage stopped all the soldiers near a temple and said, "This temple is highly revered. A great deity resides here. If we flip a coin 3 times here and get heads all 3 times, we will win, but if we get tails, we will lose." Saying this, the sage flipped the coin 3 times in a row, and each time it landed on heads. The sage said, "We will win, we will win." Now, seeing this, all the soldiers felt a surge of energy and excitement, which we can also call confidence. They went into battle, and despite facing such a huge army, that sage's small force defeated the Arab Sultan's army, which was 10 times larger. When the sage was returning to the king with his army after winning the battle, the soldiers said to him, "At least thank your deity once. After all, it was he who told us that we would win." The sage laughed and said, "No deity lives here. This is just an ordinary temple. The coin I tossed in front of you all had heads on both sides. I just wanted to instill this confidence in you all that you would win this battle, and it was that confidence which brought you victory." This story clearly shows that confidence is one of the greatest capabilities in human potential. So in today's video, I will tell you how you too can develop this capability within yourself. So let's begin with point number 1, and that is, align your words with your actions. These days, the biggest problem for many people is that they say a lot of things like, "I will do this, I will do that," but they don't actually do anything. And this is the biggest reason for a lack of confidence. See, just as your subconscious mind judges other people based on their looks, personality, behavior, and status, it judges you in the same way. So let's say you got fed up with your unhealthy routine and decided that from today onwards, you will go for a morning walk every day. You went for a few days and then you stopped going. Now in this situation, your subconscious mind will judge you and feed itself the information that this person always lies. Whatever he says, he never does. And you already know how powerful the subconscious mind is. If you don't know, then go watch my video on the power of the subconscious mind right now. So, the subconscious mind is extremely powerful, and if your image there becomes that of a liar and an undisciplined person, then it's only natural for your confidence to be low. Whatever you do throughout the day, your subconscious mind is always judging you. If you completed all the tasks you wrote on your to-do list today, your subconscious mind will note that you have achieved all your goals for the day. You are a disciplined person, and the way your subconscious mind thinks, the same hormones will be released in your mind, and you will feel exactly that way. About 90% of our mind is the subconscious mind, which is why it is so powerful. If all this sounds too technical to you, then simply understand that your mind knows you very well, and you can't fool it. That's why whatever task you say or think you'll do, stick to it and make sure to complete it. This will boost your inner confidence, which is the best thing. Because a lot of people show fake confidence, walking around with their chest puffed out just to appear more confident. But with all these tricks, you can only make others believe for a short time that you are a confident person, but after a while, they will realize that you are fake. So do what you say, never go against your values, and never lie to yourself. Number 2. Have achievements. If you haven't achieved anything meaningful in life, you can never truly have confidence. Our achievements make us feel that we are doing something good in life, and that's why achievements boost our confidence. For example, if you've ever won a competition in school or college, you know how great it feels to receive a medal, and it's that very feeling that builds confidence. That's why, if you want to boost your confidence, set small goals that you can achieve within a week or two, and then accomplish those goals. This will significantly increase your confidence. Number 3. Conquer your fears. Everyone has some kind of fear in life, but it's these fears that hold us back from moving forward. That's why we need to gradually, let's say you're a bit afraid of social interaction, start talking to people little by little. I'm not saying you should go straight up on stage and deliver a speech, but start opening up socially, step by step. Talk to people one by one. Even if it's just for a short while, try to have a conversation. Try talking to strangers. Suppose you're traveling by train, then ask the person in front of you where they're going. Start a conversation by asking these kinds of questions. In this way, as you gradually overcome this fear, it's only natural that your confidence will grow. Now, this was just one example. Whatever you are afraid of in life, you can become confident by facing it. Number 4. Fix your posture. In his world-famous book, 12 Rules for Life, Jordan Peterson's first rule is stand straight with your shoulders back, which is all about posture. So from this, you can understand the importance of posture. Posture has a significant effect on our confidence. Now just think for yourself, do you feel more confident when you walk with your back hunched, shoulders slouched forward and your head down? Or do you feel more confident when you walk with your back straight, shoulders pulled back and your head held high? I think most people would have chosen the second situation. That's why whenever you walk, do it in a relaxed manner. If you're not sure how to walk properly, you can observe prominent leaders. Watch how they speak, how they walk, and by learning from them, you'll be able to make yourself more confident too. Number 5. Stop caring about people's opinions. This is your life, and you have the right to make all the important decisions in it. You shouldn't worry too much about what others think, whether they like me or not. Focus on whether you like yourself, whether you are satisfied with your own life. If you look at life this way, it will become easier. Look, no matter what you do, no matter how good your work is, there will always be some people who are never happy with you. That's why you should set aside other people's opinions and do what you want to do. Do what you feel is right. If everything goes well, you'll succeed. If things go wrong, you'll learn, but you won't have any regrets. This is the most important thing. When you put people on a pedestal, you start appearing nervous in front of them, which lowers your confidence. That's why, instead of worrying about what others think, focus more on what you think about yourself. Number 6. Find a job. When you earn money on your own, you'll start to feel a sense of freedom. You'll learn to take care of yourself. You'll have to work hard, communicate with people, and that's why having a job is the most practical way to boost your confidence. If you are a student, you can also do some part-time jobs like being a waiter, receptionist, etc. A person who is not financially dependent on anyone, who knows how to earn and provide for themselves. What do you think? At what level will their confidence be? That's why if you seriously want to become confident, find a job. Number 7. Learn skills. I've personally noticed that the more skills people have, the more types of work they know how to do, the higher their self-confidence and self-esteem are compared to others. People who are good at doing many things are just as helpful to society, because others can depend on them to get things done. Just think for yourself, will a person who can't do any work well, who can't contribute to society in any way, have high confidence or low confidence? I think you must have understood what I'm trying to say. That's why, learn as many things as you can, try your hand at different types of skills, and your confidence will naturally increase. So these were some practical steps through which you too can become a confident person. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video with more self-improvement tips like these. Thanks for watching.